Welcome to your family. As a member of a family, you are part of a group of people who will be together a long time. So, kids, here's how to understand your parents. This book is to help you as a kid understand your parents and other adults. When I was a child, it took me a long time to understand my parents. Sometimes I still don't. It seemed like they spoke a different language, like they were aliens. And sometimes I felt they just didn't get me. Do you ever feel like that? One day you were born. That's your birthday. Its purpose is for people to give you gifts every year. Enjoy this as long as you can. After a few years, you probably notice these big people standing around you. These are adults. When they smile at you, smile back at them because they like it. One or two of them are your parents. Parents have a lot on their minds, so go easy on them. They're good to have around because they give you good things like food and clean clothes. Talk to your parents. Sometimes as a kid you feel your parents don't understand you. Don't worry, it's not your fault. You just have to learn how to talk to them. Talk slow. Try speaking to them in one-syllable words and short phrases. Avoid slang words they don't know. Use examples they understand like golf or football. You might even draw a picture to show them what you want. If you don't seem to be getting through, take a time out and wait a while. Then try again. Don't scold your parents, they may run away and hide. Getting to know your parents. It may be hard to believe, but at one time your parents were children, just like you. It doesn't hurt to remind them of this every once in a while. Ask them what it was like when they were a kid. They will tell you stories of how hard they had it. Act like you believe them. Being a parent can be a thankless job at times. It makes you wonder why they want to be one in the first place, doesn't it? So who's in charge? Every family has someone who is in charge. These are people who tell you what to do, like cleaning your room or eating your vegetables. Your parents are the head of the family. They lead your family in activities like meals, camping out, open houses, grandparents' day, and field trips. Usually it goes from oldest to youngest. Grandparents tell your parents what to do because they are their children. Unfortunately, you really don't have anybody to tell what to do until you become an adult and have kids of your own. Unless, that is, you have a pet. Different styles of parents. Different parents have different styles of parenting. These are a few of the most common. The coach. This parent emphasizes teamwork and uses sports terms. When you misbehave, they might give you a timeout. The puppy. This puppy is a bundle of energy and excitement. They like to play around the house. This type of parent is adorable. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The teddy bear. This type of parent is lovable and huggable. They wear fluffy sweaters. They tend to spend the winter indoors hibernating. Getting your parents to do things for you. As you get older, parents no longer cater to all your needs, and you have to start doing things for yourself. This can be a difficult time. Be nice to your parents because they can help you. Give them little gifts, like something you made in art class or something you found in the alley. Benefits from being nice to parents are, well, getting gifts for them, getting an allowance, getting food and shelter. Be nice to your parents can make a difference. It can make every day like Christmas. You can leave little presents for them, and they will give you milk and cookies. Meals. When you were a baby, your parents worked around your feeding schedule. When you were hungry, they fed you. Eventually, there comes a time when that stops, and you have to have meals on schedule. Changing feeding times can be difficult for your parents. This is a time of big changes for them. It can make them cranky, and they may even have difficulty sleeping. Your family might get together and talk over the dinner table. This is a way for you to get to know your parents. You can ask them what they learned at work today. You may hear strange and imaginative stories told by your family as they recount the activities of the day. You can earn brownie points for helping your parents in the kitchen. You can earn actual brownies too. Your parents and other adults like getting gifts of food. A good choice is homemade cookies, cakes, or brownies. Actually, just about anything with sugar or chocolate will make them happy. The talk. Eventually, there will come a time when you want to ask your parents the big question: where do parents come from? Make sure they are prepared. This can be an awkward question to answer. They may feel uncomfortable. Give them time. They will tell you when they feel that they are ready. The new arrival. At some point, you may have a brand new baby brother or sister. For the first few months, the new arrival will need lots of attention. During this time, your parents can become tired and cranky. Their attention span can be shorter and their interests change. They may also need to take frequent naps. Your parents may feel jealous that you are spending more time with your new sibling than with them. You can reassure them by telling your parents that even though you have a new brother or sister, you do not love them any less. Manners and etiquette. You want to have a warm, welcoming feeling in your house. This can be done by being courteous. Cheerfully greet your parents in the morning, when you get home from school, and before bedtime. When they speak to you, speak to them. Say hello, please, and thank you. And tell your parents how much you appreciate everything they've done for you. And tell them you love them. This helps create a pleasurable environment for all. Eventually, you'll get in trouble. When your parents ask you what you did, it's good to know how to talk to them. The most common questions are, why didn't you clean your room? Or why didn't you eat your vegetables? Some excuses you can try are, I'm saving them for later. It's better for the environment. I was kidnapped by Vikings. Hopefully you'll never have to deal with being punished. But a time may come when your parents have to punish you. It's part of their job. Tell them you understand. And let's get this over with so we can move on. Getting your parents to agree with you may be one of the most difficult things you have to do as a kid. It may seem that they say no to everything you want to get and everything you want to do. In order to help them, keep things simple. Put things in terms that they will like, such as inexpensive, cheap, helpful, time saver, or less work. It may not hurt to let your parents think that something you want to do is actually their idea. You may have something you really want. First, ask your mom. If your mom says no, wait a while. Then ask your dad. Your dad is probably more likely to say yes. If this happens, then your mom and dad will likely discuss it. If they both say no, there's always grandma and grandpa. They are more likely to let you do what you want to do because they don't have to live with the consequences. It's also a way to get back at their own children, your parents, for what they did as kids. Eventually, you will no longer be a kid and become an adult, perhaps even a parent yourself. Don't be in a hurry. Take time to be a kid. Kids have lots of privileges that adults don't have. You can cut your own hair with a scissors and people will think it's cute, although you shouldn't. You can pee at a swimming pool, although you shouldn't. Being an adult will come soon enough, so don't be in a hurry. Enjoy this time. Get to know your parents. When you become an adult and have kids of your own, you will realize just how wise your parents are and how much everything they did helped you.